scenes in the movies. Now if you remember, this is where I got up to last time, and believe it or not, it's just tissue paper and PVA glue pressed onto a plaster. So, to try it yourself, cut a piece of plaster and place it on a plastic bag. Dip a scrunched up piece of tissue into some PVA glue mixed with water and squeeze out the excess. Mould it into a lump on top of your plaster. Use a pencil to gouge out a gash and squeeze the edges to look like skin flaps. You could add string stitches or even make a round boil. When they're dry, just trim the edges to get your special effects wounds. Ugh. Now, to make them look all bloody, just slap on some red acrylic or poster paint. I just put my red paint there, and the idea is to just slap it all over your hardened tissue paper and PVA glue, all around the edges like that, and then you can streak in some darker brown just around those top edges to give it a sort of crusty scab effect. It doesn't need to be neat or anything. And a bit more brown scabby crust. And you could even drip in some PVA glue into the gash like that, and then leave it to dry, and when the whole thing has dried, the PVA looks all shiny and it makes the gash look all fresh and really horrible. And if you're going to do string stitches as well, then just paint the stitches black. And for the monster boil, I've just put a blob of shiny PVA glue in there and a little bit of yellow paint, which has gone all hard and looks like the yucky bit of the boil. Oh, it's making me feel sick. And then just simply peel the back off your plaster and then press it firmly onto your arm or your leg or your hand, and it looks like something straight out of a horror movie. And do you want to see something really horrible? Watch this. Horrible, isn't it? Now this one was made without a plaster, and it's just a case of dipping some twisted strips of tissue or loo roll into your glue, like that. Shake off the excess, I've got a couple more here, and then just lay them straight on to your plastic bag, just so they're long and sinewy like that. And I've done about 6 or 7 here, and then just press them all together, and then squash a ping pong ball on one side so that it has a flattened side, and then just place it into the gluey strips like that and just mould them around the edge of the ball. And you can, if you want, put some more glue on just to make it all stick. It doesn't need to be neat or anything. Just squash them around like that and then leave it to dry. And then you peel it off the plastic bag and it'll look like this. And then paint some blood onto these dangly sinewy bits and an eyeball on the ping pong ball, and there it is. And then just cup your hand over it and give someone a shock.